I mean, you know, I told you that I caught up with Mel and I was so excited to see her. But really, all she can really talk about is her babies. And even though they're cute, and you know, I'm not a baby hater, you know, babies are great, and very podgy, and, you know, they have funny expressions. So they are entertaining to a point. But to be honest, when I'm conversing with someone, I would rather talk about, you know, their love life or how they really feel about the world rather than whether their child just did a really big poo. But that actually seems to be a big topic of conversation at these events. I mean, Nell's the only person that I even feel really close to, and she looks terrible, you know, because she doesn't look like herself. It's like if we're cast into a horror film where everybody is like a version of themselves but slightly different. You know, and it's almost worse than being a completely new person. Like, whereas James, you know, he's completely new, my husband. And you know, I think if I had met him at Bristol, I would have liked him. Even then. You know, but of course I wouldn't have, because I was involved with Ron, and I'm a very sort of faithful person. You know, I believe in that whole karma and you know, being good to that person that you're with and giving it your all, you know. But if I had seen James, it might have, you know, thrown me off course a little bit, you know. Of course, I'm not going to be unfaithful to James, even though, you know, I don't know him, even though he's my husband, but I don't know him, so what does that mean? And, you know, I just want to find out if Ron will sort of jolt me into who I am, you know. It's like when people say, just be yourself, and then you feel like saying, well, how should I be myself? Which version of myself should I be? Hello, how are you?
This version?
Or like this version? This version?
Or like
this version?
oh la 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 la.
Seriously? Aren't you always being yourself, but sometimes you feel less like yourself, or like you like that version of being yourself better than the other version of being yourself? And I think maybe Ron sort of was just like a plug into the universe. You know, if you imagine that you're sort of plugged in, and it's like an electrical cord, like a vacuum cleaner, and when I plug into him, it's sort of, you know, you finish with the vacuum cleaner and you press down and go, and it rolls up really fast, the plug. It's actually quite fun how it kind of shoots into the vacuum cleaner when you're done. So like, I'm like the other part of the plug. I'm plugged into the vacuum cleaner, and he's like plugged into the electrical socket, you know. And then when we press it, and I'm going to go, and it's going to come together, and then I feel like I'll be more connected to the universe because through my connection to him, you know. And then it will just like make a light bulb go off, and I'll know who I am, and I'll know what to do then. You know, I think it will become more clear what to do about James. You know, and also, is there any more sexual tension between me and Ron? Don't worry, the kids are fine. I mean, just don't think I'm just blowing them off or anything. I've dropped them off at the nanny's, and she does live in this sort of shanty town. I was a little shocked. You know, it's kind of made of cardboard box, but the thing is, the kids love her, so I think they're going to be fine. They're going to be great. While I work this out, it's best for them. Anyway, I'll let you know how it goes with